Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon and good evening, good people. My name is Manuel from YouTube Best. Today we'll be bringing you yet another interesting news update from Nnamdi Kanu, who sends a message to Tanko over the judgment between Emeka Ihedioha and Hope Uzodinma. But before we get into that, I will only stop saying this till you subscribe. Please and please find it in your heart to subscribe to our channel. This is the only way you can encourage us, so it will also be easy for us to serve you. Okay, and also remember to ring the bell button so you can get current news updates as soon as we publish. The news headline reads: Nnamdi Kanu sends message to Tanko and others over Emeka Ihedioha versus Hope Uzodinma. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has sent a lengthy message to Tanko Ibrahim and his fellow judges over the Supreme Court judgment reviewed between Emeka Ihedioha and Hope Uzodinma. The message reads: I am glad the counsel to Hope Uzodinma, one Mr. Ododo San, considered earlier today under the cross-examination by the judges that indeed the Supreme Court can revisit or set aside a previous judgment if there is a slip or clerical error. Note the term slip or clerical error. As I warned this morning during our 6 a.m. broadcast, therefore the flawed judgment of January 14th 2020 imposing the Caliphate slave Hope Uzodinma on Imo people can in law be set aside. This is an uncontested fact. Equally compelling is the submission by Kanu Agbagi San, who clarified in simple terms that contrary to common sense and the law, the number of votes ascribed to the Hope Uzodinma by Tanko Mohammed and his gang at the Supreme Court exceeded the accredited voters by 128,000 votes. This is a fatal error and as such is a no-brainer. Previous judgment using falsified figure to impose Uzodinma cannot stand before God in heaven and man on earth. Agbagi further submitted that Hope Uzodinma in their pleading before the appeal court upon which their case is predicted stated unequivocally that 2019 Imo State governorship election was invalid. Kanu Agbagi wondered why Hope Uzodinma would now benefit from the same electoral process his legal term referred to as invalid in their submission. The Supreme Court in essence validated invalidity by pronouncing Hope Uzodinma governor in the first instance. I insist, therefore, that there exists only one equitable face saving root out of this mess, APC, and Tanko Mohammed have unceremoniously dragged the Supreme Court into mess. The Supreme Court of Nigeria must order fresh election to be held in Imo State. So that is it on our message from Nnamdi Kanu to Tanko and others. So now we'll be moving down to Facebook to read some comments and reactions from citizens. So first we'll be reading from one Mr. Pascal Ude, and he said, the best thing to do is for the justice to prevail. We go with the figures on INEC record and reinstall the former governor. Any attempt to conduct a fresh election we see Hope Uzodinma win with the kind of margin you will never expect, because the Caliphate will rig him into power. Even some big politicians in Imo State will work for Hope, knowing fully well that the pendulum is swinging to his side, and as politicians, where they go to is where they will gain favor. Another comment from one Mr. Ndukwe Jomi, and he says, it is a pity, I knew it, that they can't reverse this, because Hope Uzodinma was sent to fulfill the Islamization of Imo State. Immediately he gave them massive plots of land, installed the Emir of Imo State and the Sultan of Owerri and Nekede, so his master can see he is working. It's a very big pity for Ndimo. Another from Mr. Eric Onyado, and it reads, "We must continue. We can't leave Imo for Fulani people. Anyone in support of Hope Uzodinma on this bid should be examined. No real Igbo blood will support Hope Uzodinma at this point." Another from Emmanuel E. Emmanuel, and it reads, "If all the 388 polling units voted for APC, how come there is no APC member of the House of Assembly from those areas? Declaration of Ihedioha should be the best because re-election will lead to what happened in Osun State, and PDP will invariably lost out." Another from Ikechukwu Chibuike, and it reads, "This is something simple, what every common man with a well-functioning brain can analyze. The figures here are simple. One can use his calculator, which is even in an ordinary Nokia Touch, to punch the figures provided by the Supreme Court surpassed by tanko. But in Nigeria, a green leaf by the day will eventually turn to black at night once it favors the ruling party. I'm glad you aren't fighting for just Biafra, but for the truth and justice as well, as freedom for everyone, but most importantly, Biafran. May God bless you." Another from Mr. Smart Onya Nnamdi, and it reads, "Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this style you are playing is not helpful at all. Allow politicians to do their politics. Face the struggle for the restoration of Biafra. You told IPOB members not to vote during last election. Then why are you interfering on who lose or who win in Nigerian election?" And lastly from Ndubisi Nwafo, and it reads, "It is not ideal for a fresh election because that is what Hope Uzodinma wants. Now he have the security under his control. As you and I know, Nigeria have never conducted free and fair election, and that will not start with Imo State. The APC have united in Imo just to retain Hope on the seat. In short, it is a bad one that Immonite haven't acted violent since all this while, because that is the only language the Nigerian government responds to faster. But for now, it is too late." That is it. Welcome back. My conclusion is this. In Nigeria, we don't even need anyone or even a prophet to tell us what is going on here. It is very glaring and clear to everyone. Nigeria have been so corrupt to the extent that they don't even need any approval, they don't care what anyone think, and they do whatever they like. And for Justice Ibrahim Tanko Mohammed, if that's the word, just, as learned as he is, he still play around with the truth. As old as he is still afraid to die. What then is he there to do if he can't speak the truth? If he can't say what's right from wrong? There are no reactors in Nigeria anymore. And there are no reactors in Imo anymore. The days are gone when things like this happen and people come out in mass to protest for what's right, to protest for true justice. Rather, you would have seen people come out in the streets to protest against Emeka Ihedioha if he has been installed back into seats. If Emeka Ihedioha was asked to step down from the seat and he sought for a valid judgment from the Supreme Court, and yet in March it was disapproved, and no one could protest against this, that means we have been blindfolded. The country's justice has just been turned to the mud. That is it on our news today. But it's a pity that our federal government knows about this. It's a pity that our President Muhammadu Buhari have heard about this and don't want to issue any comment about it. Oh my goodness, I forgot. Hope Uzodinma is actually from the All Progressive Party. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and share Also drop your view in the comment section below. Once again, this is Manuel from YouTube Best signing out.